Survivor Series 2025 War Games is in the books and Liv Morgan is back.
Oh. Liv Morgan! Liv Morgan is back!
Oh yes, man!
Oh no! What the hell was that for?
The show opened with the Women's War Games match, which wasn't necessarily a war or super brutal, but it had some fun moments. Also, just gotta say, the scene of a Survivor Series being in a huge stadium with no roof, kinda nuts, kinda fire.
Hatred for one another, they are coming out guns blazing.
Oh! A clothesline by Charlotte Flair taking Asuka out.
Charlotte and Asuka would begin things, continuing on their long historic feud and their match on SmackDown. And you may have noticed, no cages this year to entrap the other competitors. Which spawned this Hall of Fame tweet. They're doing everything to avoid putting Brooke behind bars, I see. We then see Io Sky enter with a trash can lid, followed by Becky Lynch with a kendo stick. We'd of course have a Charlotte Flair Becky Lynch face-off.
Two of the original 4 horsewomen who really completed what would be the women's evolution here in WWE a decade ago.
Listen, Michael, we've came a long way and I'm tremendously happy about it, but there's definitely still progress to be made with how the women are booked on these shows, and it's not just me saying it.
Keeping Io Sky down, keeping Charlotte Flair down.
Got caught, intercepted. Oh, nice dragon screw there that time.
How about this? Nice.
Double natural selection.
Alexa Bliss would come in like a house on fire, but so would Kairi Sane.
Fist and forearm and into the corner to Alexa Bliss, and that is
who they've had.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
The day.
Asuka with a missile drop kick to Io.
Seeing Becky Lynch's goofy dynamic with Asuka and Kairi was hilarious. Low-key, Becky really helped sell this match with her addition. It's the little details like her saying, "I'm the leader," or going through her stats in these matches. Those kinds of segments to me add the entertainment value and make it feel like Survivor Series.
Kairi and Asuka now. Oh! And there's a crossbody. Is this an advantage? Because
AJ Lee would enter next to save the day. Kairi had brought in this green chain and used it to not only control the match, but also to wrap all her opponents up. But again, I can't imagine how surreal it must be for AJ Lee. Seeing all the progress that the women's evolution has made so far, it must be insane.
It's all the credit for herself.
But AJ would take out Becky and then Kairi would take her out momentarily as she mocked AJ's skip. We then see a brief tease for AJ Lee versus Asuka, which I say injected directly into my veins. Then the match would fall into chaos as Nia Jax arrived.
Oh! And the damage Nia Jax can cause is now being exacerbated.
Nia Jax now. Oh, just planting Sky.
Rhea Ripley would enter looking badass.
Who missed a month of action.
Combined with the fact he's been...
Oh! How about that?
Then Lash Legend would make War Games official.
He went BA and now showing off her power.
Weak link. Smallest resume.
Lash was fantastic, by the way. Her ceiling is limitless if they do it right.
Now, just planning Rhea, stacking her up off that power bomb, and then a big pump kick.
Io would then save a pinfall with her over the moonsault.
Who now goes into the cover. Oh! Gonna fly! Kabuki special!
Lash would accidentally get misted, and at this point it was time for Io's yearly tradition. AJ Lee trying her hardest to pass the trash can to Io, but she got a little assist from Rhea. She then hit a swanton off the top of the cage inside War Games, inside the trash can.
Rhea Ripley gonna help her out. Io Sky! Oh my! Launching herself off the top with a swanton!
That's the greatest women's wrestler alive, Victor. Oh yes, man, that's what it's all about. Becky would try to escape and forfeit, but she'd get ragdolled by everyone on the other team, leading to AJ Lee tapping her out with the Black Widow for the win.
But not being allowed out.
Triptide, and AJ Lee now into the Black Widow. Becky's felt this before. The Black Widow. Becky taps out.
You know, in hindsight, I don't know if she actually tapped out. I think she was just waving away saying no. Uh-oh.
C-O-N
Conspiracy?
I will say, AJ Lee absolutely delivered in this match. I think for only her second match back for it to be War Games, she's gonna have a fantastic return run. I think they either save Becky versus AJ one-on-one for Mania and progress their feud in the Rumble, or they do it at the Rumble and you run AJ against any number of other people on the roster at Mania. But next it was time for John Cena's final PLE match in WWE. At one point in this match, Dom takes a nasty fall on the floor.
Maybe go high risk.
And now for a Hurricane Rana. I think, wait a minute.
Oh, what a nasty landing there.
Then Raquel and Roxanne take out Cena while the medical staff are legit checking on Dom.
Wait, back in the ring run. Raquel Rodriguez with a Tejana bomb to John Cena. Sandwich, pop rocks to Cena.
Never thought I'd see Cena taking either of those moves from those two.
Regardless.
And look at this, Dominik Mysterio. Yes! Playing possum. Dominik Mysterio playing possum. Brilliant. 619.
But it turns out wildly that Dom was playing possum, or at least improvised possum. I say improvised because the bump he took on the outside from Cena, it clearly seemed like a mistake, and it seemed like he legitimately hit his head, so I don't know if there was a little bit of an on-the-fly call where he was like, no, I'm good to go, okay, we're gonna do this, and then there we go.
With the frog splash on Cena, the cover for the title.
To referee the count, the pin, you idiot!
The referee Chad Patton is letting Dom have it, like, what the fuck, you were hurt, I was worried. You already know that I'm paying a lot of attention to this referee subplot that's going on in WWE. All this ref abuse mixed with refs screwing over superstars. Ryan Tran screwed over McIntyre. McIntyre attacked another ref. On Raw, Becky Lynch and Jessica Carr got into it. And now this, Chad Patton is standing up for himself. For the three of you that remember the WWE 2K14 story, Life as a Ref, we've never felt more seen.
Got a bit premature there. Cena perhaps for the final time and a PLE with a 5-knuckle shuffle.
Cena then hits a 5-knuckle shuffle where the crowd says, you can't see me way too early. You guys had one job.
Gonna deliver a frog splash to Cena. Cover for the championship. John kicks out.
The AA is counted, which eventually ends up in Cena locking in the STFU, and yes, Michael Cole actually called it the STFU. Dom gets to the ropes and then tries his dirty ways from his boot, which Cena takes off. Cena then gets hit with another 619 and a splash for a near fall.
Dom on his shoulders for an attitude adjustment. Cover by Cena for the win. Dom gets the shoulder off.
This was a fantastic match between these two and definitely my match of the night. Then the referee saga continues as Cena accidentally takes out Chad. Cena's got the STFU on and here comes Big Head mode from 2K19 and Lance Lose-A-Lot.
A double attitude adjustment.
And Cena gets an AA on Dom and then he calls for another referee, but
Liv Morgan is back.
Liv Morgan is back. Oh, yes. She sprints to the ring, goes face to face with Dominik and slaps him.
Oh, no!
What the hell was that for?
But noticeably, she didn't really hit Dom and he goes flying, which should have been the first clue that something was up. Then she jumps on Cena on some 2012 AJ Lee bullshit. Her expression changes as she's hugging Cena and bang, she kicks him right in the American balls.
Oh, no!
It's a ruse! Romeo and Juliet are back!
We know what happened to them. Dominik with a 619 championship off the face.
Unbelievable scenes, and Dom caps it off with a frog splash to win back the title.
With a frog splash. She does. Cover. Chad counts. Dominik Mysterio wins the Intercontinental Championship in the dirtiest of possible ways.
Welcome back, Liv Morgan. It's great to see her back way sooner than expected. Apparently, she was initially expected to be cleared towards the start of 2026, but she defied expectations through rehab and ended up returning way sooner than expected. And again, you absolutely love to see it.
Learn the rules, befuddle opponents, win the match, take the gold, and get the girl.
Liv posted a pic of herself dressed as Cena on Instagram when they were paying tribute to his 20-year anniversary a few years ago. How fitting it is, because Cena clearly passed his inhuman healing powers to her.
Life does not get any better than that, Dirty Dom.
She looks like $1,000,000, and honestly, I was fine with them going either way, as I've spoke about when it came to Cena holding the belt until his final match or not. I do think the idea of Gunther winning it again from Cena in his final match would have been pretty fire.
Mysterio of all time.
But I do love this direction too, because now you can really start telling the downfall of the Judgment Day. Unless, of course, as I've joked about, Chris Jericho comes in and makes him his Painmakers. You guys are no longer the Judgment Day. Now, you're all under my learning tree.
Thank you so much. That's all. One more ride.
Wow, man, it really is almost over. One match left, and I'm sure ringside is emotionally selling this.
Hey, watch this. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my goodness.
No, hold on. The wind. We're outdoors. The wind.
Then it was time for Nikki Bella versus Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World title.
Saying all the right things. Oh, goodness. And Stephanie Vaquer now injuring the knee.
Nice nimble movement there from...
By the way, Nikki Bella, with all due respect...
The Stephanie Vaquer bomb. The knee right to the spine. Is it enough to put her away? And a kick out by Nikki.
For as much as I love Nikki and Stephanie, this match wasn't anything spectacular.
Flash that's put away a number of opponents. And oh, Nikki! Oh, look at her. Hook of the leg on the champ who gets her foot under the bottom rope.
I will drop my Total Divas bias for just a second and say, honestly, it is high time to get Stephanie in there with someone she can actually go with.
Steel table. Oh, God.
And the devil's kiss to Nikki Bella on the announce table.
They teased that Roxanne or Raquel feud, which I wouldn't mind for a match or two. Then when it comes to the road to WrestleMania, it's time to actually lock in.
Corkscrew splash. Stephanie retains.
Now it was time for the men's War Games match, where CM Punk entered looking great. I'm glad he controlled the hair a bit, because I was not a fan of the Rising Fonzie or whatever he had before. Love the jacket too, and he began the match against Braun Breaker. And it is currently being reported that at WrestleMania 42, it's gonna be Breaker versus Punk for the world title and Roman versus Cody 3 for the WWE Championship. And Triple H, I can't. Triple H!
Experience has made him a multiple-time world champ, including right now. Oh, God.
Oh, look at that, though. Breaker just picking Punk out of the air and just tossing him with ease.
McIntyre would enter next for his third War Games match, Punk trying his best to overcome the numbers game and then joined by Cody Rhodes, who dives off the cage.
On a Hail Mary here.
Oh, and a body to McIntyre.
A little bit of rest.
Cody cutter.
Cody then accidentally hits a busted open CM Punk.
His birthright.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that was inadvertent. CM Punk has been busted open, not quite sure where that happened.
I just gotta say, great to see some blood on this night. I feel like to really put over War Games, somebody gotta bleed a little bit.
This team of Cody Rhodes is a psychiatrist's dream. There's so many issues among the 5 members of the team.
Wait a damn minute, somebody call up Dr. Shelby right now. We need to give Shelby a WWE Netflix show where it's an hour unedited of him giving therapy to superstars. Who says no?
Moses.
And now, oh, God! Breaker lands on the back of his neck.
I said, ay, 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 ay. On the back of his neck. First Dom and now Breaker. The old guard is really trying to destroy the new guard tonight, huh?
Wow! Oh my goodness!
Show here with Drew, Logan, and Braun Breaker. They are working as a tight unit.
Then in comes Logan Paul as Team Vision dominates for a little bit. Big Jim would enter next, but the Vision still dominant.
With abandon, but...
Oh, look at that!
Uso in the Braun Breaker.
Breaker about to break Jimmy in half.
And then Bronson Reed enters, doling out tsunami after tsunami.
Tsunami! Tsunami! Tsunami!
One of my my personal favorites on the rise right now is Bronson Reed. He is such a fantastic competitor and wrestler to watch. We then see Jey Uso enter next, who has dyed the end of his hair blonde. You know, pretty soon you guys are gonna see me go back to Red Shred Redemption. I just don't want you to think it's because
always ready to put his body on the line for family. Loyalty knows no bounds into Jey, and Jimmy became the leader.
After the 1D, Jey would say one more time and run back the yeeting while inside the cage. He'd get on top of the cage and do his thing until Lesnar's music hit. Listen, I don't hate Jey Uso, but in the middle of a War Games match, you're getting on top of the cage and yeeting and emoting and dancing. It's that kind of thing that makes people take this match less seriously. Like, this is a war. What are you doing? Where's the integrity of this match? You're getting on top of the cage and doing a dance break? Come on, man.
Oh, into the good graces of Lesnar. Punk trying to fight back. It's Suplex City. And then he supers first row. Oh, F5.
Lesnar comes in and takes out everybody with suplexes and F5s.
This man, Brock Lesnar, F5 to Sousa. He's doing the same tonight.
Then, since the match hasn't officially started yet, Lesnar is allowed to leave the cage as Reigns makes his way in.
Here comes Reigns with a Superman punch. Another Superman punch. Lesnar runs into a third Superman punch. F5 through the damn table.
After that, Reigns and Lesnar brawl around the ring and back into the cage.
Let the war games begin!
Punk and Cody hit their finishers on Lesnar, but their double pin is broken up by Logan Paul.
The red shop, hold on.
But GTS, Crossroads by Rhodes and Punk.
Logan gets his brass knucks from Heyman and KOs Cody and Big Jim, but Reigns has it scouted.
Oh, Cody Rhodes.
And this is so smart.
Logan Paul battled a couple of years ago for the champion. Spear!
Now Roman takes the brass knuckles and uses them for a couple Superman punches of his own. He even goes face to face with Breaker, who catches a spear too.
Bronson Reed, sidestep by Roman. Roman with a Superman punch with the knuckles.
Roman Reigns is weak.
McIntyre. Spear by Reigns.
Then Roman manages to spear Lesnar through a table while Brock's holding Jey.
Lesnar lifts Jey up onto his shoulder. Spear through the table.
And then we had a little bit of a callback to when Cody on SmackDown said a Rhodes will always be better than a Steiner.
Leaving Cody Rhodes in this situation now.
Be better than a star!
Facing Breaker.
Cheap as they come, but it's highly effective inside of War Games and perfectly legal.
Spear!
CM Punk gets a GTS off on Logan Paul, and then... No. Is it? Can it be? It's the Masked Man from SmackDown vs. Raw 2009.
Oh no! A kick to the face of CM Punk!
Super kick to the
Let's stop the Punk! Stop the Punk!
Oh my god!
A curb stomp making it seem like it was Seth Rollins, but I know that ain't Seth Rollins' build. You see this Lego Homer Simpson right here? If I were to go ahead and rip his entire shoulder out of his socket and then put it back in, that's about where Seth Rollins is at right now. Okay, boy, don't play with me. But apparently it was Austin Theory under that mask. And it has been rumored for a while that he would be a part of the Vision, so it seems they're finally doing something with him now that he's back from injury. And as harsh as it sounds, it really does feel like this is Austin Theory's final chance to be something in WWE. Because if this doesn't work out, I can so easily see him being someone who is released within a year or two.
A massive spear to CM Punk. Breaker cover wins War Games.
This does make sense considering the rumored match for WrestleMania. I love Bron Breakker, and it is fairly obvious Bron is a future world champion sooner rather than later. But Punk Breakker and Roman Cody 3 for Mania feels very I'm sure they'll both be great matches, but like, damn, we ain't already finished this story.
I will always be one step ahead in this game. And once again, Paul Heyman was one step ahead.
Not that I want this to happen, but I can see it. They're gonna have Reigns win the WWE title at Mania from Cody, and he's gonna hold it for a year, rarely defend it, and then face The Rock at WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia.
A show of respect for two men who last year Punk helped Roman out this year. Roman helped Punk out.
WWE is clearly going to look for any excuse to make Mania 43 as big as it possibly can be, especially to the casual viewer, which is why we've already seen rumors of them bringing back or trying to bring back as many legends as they possibly can for the Saudi crowd.
Yeah, so tonight we broke the Netflix viewing record. Broke the whole thing with Rock and Roman for the WWE title, and
that's what we do. What we do. What we do. What we do. It's what we do. What we do.
I personally would have preferred the flip of these matches. Breaker Reigns and Punk Cody seem like the obvious route to go down. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns would share an icy final word before we went off the air.
The last time we were a team. Just know that.
For me, the men's War Games match was a better match, but we've definitely had better War Games matches overall in history. And not to be that guy, but I do have to say it, we just had AEW Blood and Guts and it was a million times better executed in this kind of match type than this was. So if you want to see actually how War Games should be with Blood and Guts, then go ahead and watch that if you haven't seen it already. Anyway, be sure to subscribe and tell a friend about this channel. Bye!